Chapter 0 of Waterworld. New faces, new crazy. It starts with Owen, running through the forest, not like in the Robin Hood beginning. His feet are planted tightly on the ground. With every step that he takes, the ground shakes. And it's not like he's heavy. In fact, he's extremely light. He can feel the cold air burning in his lungs, and his lungs are now where they're supposed to be. He keeps on running in the same formation, and it seems he's not even breaking a sweat. However, his speed is making a difference. But because he already knew what would be there, that's why he wasn't looking back. And that's why some fears don't really need confirmation. The woods were starting to get quiet around him, but the birds were still chirping and the insects were still clicking, I think. He was only focusing on the sound of his breath, something that he only tried to do, but he was still trying to get the hang of. Echoing in his head was a countdown. But then the ground betrayed him. A root caught his foot, and the world tilted with him. He hit the head straight on the dirt, the impact knocking the wind from his chest. But before he could push himself up with his arms, a weight pressed down on him, strong and familiar and very heavy. He looks down on him, trying to meet him in the eye, the one who pounced on him, and he says,
"You must be the worst of your kind, I fear."
Owen lifts his face off of the dirt and replies,
I thought you were supposed to be supportive.
When Umpia gets off of him, Owen immediately jumps back up and brushes the leaves off of him.
We're trying again tomorrow.
Both of them agree to call it a day and head back home. They left the woods together, moving toward the horizon where the land stayed the same, only it started growing more green, with more vines appearing everywhere. The air thickened, the ground cracked, radiation shimmered like heat over broken stone. A place that would have killed others, but to everything that I just said, it was welcoming to them. The city was now a wasteland, in tall skeletal shapes. But that was only the buildings, that were leaning on each other for support. Windows blown out long ago, and the pipes still remain shiny to this day, but only shining in beautiful colors. Once, lives had filled these towers. Now, they were monuments to something that had tried to last forever and failed anyway. Animals have already made their homes here long ago, and they seem to be thriving pretty well, with predators and their prey wandering about. Skithax was bent over a crude, less destroyed part of the city, something where the radiation hummed the least. Leothar sat nearby, legs crossed, pretending not to judge.
You're late,
Leothar said without looking up.
Blame him.
You just don't know what it feels like to be pounced on.
Skithax straightened himself up proudly.
Good you made it, but where's Lavani?
here I am.
Skithax declares that he has just finished cooking up something. In the time that they have been on Earth, he decided to learn how to cook. If you can call whatever he made something cooked. But this should have been a warning. They gathered around as Skithax served the meal. The smell alone caused Umpia to lean back. This is aggressive, Leothar said. They asked, what do you put in here? And Skithax just said,
Stick and moss.
Complaints filled the air, dramatic, exaggerated, and familiar. It was a ritual as old as their friendship, which for them only lasted a few months. In a world stripped bare, they clung to small comforts, bad food, honest insults, and a shared interest. Before they can critique anymore on the dish, they feel a strange rumbling, not from the ground, not in the air, but overhead, like a thunder, but not like a thunder, but like something tearing through the sky. Lavani looked up first, eyes narrowing. High above, a cylinder of fire cut through the clouds, burning brighter than the radiation ever could. It was falling fast, arrogant, and unstoppable. Not like any meteor the humans have seen.
Is that what it looks like?
Owen was asking the same thing. They did not think another one of theirs, or not what they thought could be another one of theirs, but instead one of the same design of the same ship that they themselves used and crash-landed on this very planet with. This one looked exactly the same.
It has to be.
Immediately, they drop everything and head to wherever that crash is going to be. Because it seemed like a memory was coming back to them. The cylinder was screaming closer, and this time, none of them laughed.